Well, welcome back, everybody. Shed Talk number 2. For those who are just joining us on the channel, I am turning a prefab building into my home. I actually have been for a number of years, but money, time, my parents needing help, other things coming up, it's just not worked out. Just over there, I have a bedroom and a bathroom that are perfect for me. Although there are little things I would like to do, nothing needs done. So I was not in any rush to say, I have to take a 4-day weekend and finish this house or anything like that. You can see, it's not even taped, bedded, and textured yet. It is well insulated. I've been out here in the heat of the summer with nothing but a box fan, and I've been out here in the dead of winter with nothing but a ceramic heater, and it is not the most comfort that I would like, but it is not bad. So, as I've now been able to, as you can see, move out of the bedroom and into the living area, or what will one day become the living area, it's basically a shed right now. So, Shed Talks. Before we get into the actual topic, make sure to remember to subscribe, turn on notifications, and let everyone else know about the videos. Share them so we can expand the videos, conversations, and the channel. And we are doing the giveaway at 500 subscribers for 1 book, 2 books at 1,000, 3 at 1,500. At the first 2 levels, the choices are 1984, Brave New World, or Fahrenheit 451. All of that said, let's go on and jump right in. As I mentioned yesterday, this is, for North Texas, a gray, dreary weekend. Thankfully, where I am, we've not seen much rain. It has threatened at us, it's spat on us a bit, but we've mostly just been tooling around the house. My dad was working on my nephew's car. I was working on parts of my house. I had to run into town for a couple of things. Went and ate dinner with my folks. I mean, it's just been a lazy weekend. But when I went into town, because my company is very likely to be sending us to work from home for a given time at least, to help keep us healthy. I mean, there are people who complain, I don't want to work from home because my kids are home and I don't want to be around all that chaos. I prefer the office. I do too. I work in end-user IT support, and I am front lines. I am on the call line when someone has a problem. They call me. To be honest, I don't know of any phone bank job where having your team in one location, or as few locations as possible, as my company is, not all in one location, isn't the best thing, because everyone will have aspects of a program they're supporting that they naturally excel at. I have made the joke many, many times. I'm a history major. I don't do math. Yes, I can do algebra. I can do geometry. I can do limited higher maths, but they're basically at high school level. You get into anything more than just basic high school math up to geometry and algebra 2, I'm lost. And I haven't really used them in 25 years, so I'm still lost. So if something comes up where it is heavy on the math, I like being able to just, place the client on hold, walk over, tap somebody on the shoulder, say, can you come look at this? Personally, having been a teacher, I think differently than a lot of people on phone banks. I look at things from a different aspect of problem solving, not necessarily from the IT way. I've also been very, very interested in HTML and other forms of web design since the early 1990s when it really started. I've literally worn out 5 copies of Creating Web Pages for Dummies because it's a great reference. So if something comes up in my office where it needs someone who thinks along those lines, they walk over, tap me. Can you come look at this? I love that setting. But if this was just a horrific influenza season, not COVID-19, not bird flu, swine flu, SARS, MERS, or anything else, it was just regular old influenza, I can't take the flu shot. I've actually gotten one next day back at my doctor's office with one of the worst flus I've ever had. I'm not allergic to any of it. He told me, I really don't know why, but something in the flu shot sets you off and you get the flu. And I'll have it for 2 or 3 days, and then I'm immune for the season. But if I don't take it, and I wash my hands regularly, as I do, maintain some social distancing, don't go out getting just rip-roaring drunk or taking all these extra drugs and meds and stuff, if I just think logically, I don't get the flu generally. If I do, it's a 24-hour bug. And then I stay home another day so I know I'm not contagious. And that's a lot of what's going on right now. We have people who are not obeying those simple rules of don't get too close to people, wash your hands, think about what you eat, think about getting enough sleep, all these things. And I bring this up because, as I said, I live in North Texas. We've not really been exposed to the panic as it is until the last several days. I went to the local grocery store, my Walmart neighborhood market, and I was going to buy, toilet paper, paper towels, because I hadn't bought them in almost a month. And that's how I shop. I get enough to last me a month living alone, which is not much. Then I go get more. I went into Walmart, they're almost out. Pardon me. For those who live in Texas, you'll know what HEB is. It's a Texas-only grocery chain, and I worked there for a year, and I loved it. But they're stripped bare on a lot of things. My dad and I actually went together. He needed some stuff for their house. I needed some stuff for mine. Being that I'm working from home, and I actually have one of those little McMuffin makers, and I have a griddle, and I have a George Foreman that I've not used in a while because I'm hardly ever home except to sleep. I picked up a few things, loaf of bread, some English muffins, some ham, some cheese. I don't buy eggs because we have hens. And we're walking through, and I'm getting these things, and they're almost out of cheese and lunch meats. They're the kind of, not deli, but meat market area, but not at the meat counter. So they're prepackaged steaks and burgers and chickens and pork chops, picked bare almost. Milk is running low. Frozen goods are running low. People are panicking. I understand that if you're going to be at home for 2 weeks, you're not going to be eating the same schedule and situation as you would be if you were at your office. Believe me, I understand. I exist at home on snack foods. Cheese and crackers, can of soup, chips and salsa, things like that. I'll buy 4 or 5 Lunchables so that when I get home, 2-3 hours before I'm going to go to bed, I can eat something very light and not be hungry when I go to bed, but then get up, and I'll admit, I'm a fast foodie. I get up, and I leave my house 20 minutes early so I can pull through Burger King or McDonald's or somewhere and get a breakfast sandwich. And yes, I keep soup and SpaghettiOs and stuff at my office, but I'll run to Raising Cane's or KFC, or 4 or 5 of us get together and order pizza or something else. And then I come home and I eat those like snacks. So I understand that you're used to, even with a family, maybe eating breakfast and dinner. And breakfast is filling but light. Dinner is not real heavy because you're going to bed too soon. And lunch is served either at school or you get it while you're at work, even if you take it. But you're still going to be changing up some habits for a time. So I understand you may want to get 2 tubs of lunch meat and 2 packages of cheese and 2 loaves of bread. But for crying out loud, we should not be in a situation where grocery stores are saying all bread items, limit of 4. And that's not 4 loaves of bread, 4 packs of muffins, 4 packs of burger buns, 4 packs of hot dog buns, 4 packs of tortillas. This is, of the bread section, choose 4 items. Frozen pizzas, total of 4. Not 4 Totinos, 4 DiGiorno, 4 Red Baron, total of 4. Milk, limit 2 gallons a person. Toilet paper, limit 2 packs a person. We shouldn't have to do that, and we are, because logic has been thrown out the window. People are not thinking, okay, I'm going to need to get a little bit of extra toilet paper and some extra paper towels, maybe some extra bread, or 1 more gallon of milk, get 4 pizzas instead of 2, and think logically, because they're hoarding. They're stocking up for what will probably be 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks. If you watch, schools are closing, restaurants are being curfewed, amusement parks are closing, concerts are not happening. All these large gathering areas are not happening. My city is actually going to be providing school lunches to school children, and parents just have to pull up and get them. This is at no extra cost. Parents are still paying their county school board taxes, so teachers are still getting paid. Teachers are paid whether they work or not, either 10 checks a year or 12 on a salary. Many of them will be holding online classes, so they'll still be teaching, but the students won't be on campus. I've said before, I have Facebook, but I almost never check it. I use it to instant message people who I don't have their email or their cell phone. That's it. But I was tagged on something yesterday, which is where I saw that my local town has made it very public. If your student attends one of our schools and you need to come by and get them a meal, come by. You're not going to have to come in. You pull up, we're going to bring the meals out to you. It's not going to be high-class food. It will be what we would normally serve your student at school, which is filling, halfway nutritious, but it's still food, so that you're not having to worry. And things like this are happening everywhere. I saw something on Twitter last night about a gentleman who bought just an inordinate amount of toilet paper and hand sanitizer, and then was standing outside the store. And if someone walked out and he could tell they didn't have it and they looked upset, he'd ask them, "What's wrong?" "I needed toilet paper." "Here you go." "I was looking for sanitizer, but they're out." "Here you go." Not selling it, giving it away. Saw another one about a gentleman down in Austin, I believe, doing the same thing. He posted, "If you're in Austin, you need toilet paper, let me know." There are people who are helping others, but it doesn't get press. What gets press is we're running out of supplies and we're having a horrible state of emergency, and the media laps it up and they hype it to the nth degree, and then people panic worse. I understand. This is a health issue. You do not want to be unhealthy. No one wants to get sick. My parents are in the age bracket that they're saying is at more risk than others. I'm not far from that age bracket. Lord, my niece, in all of her infinite wisdom, as she's 9, heard somewhere that so far no one under the age of 10 had gotten this virus. And she said, flat out, "I hope they have this fixed before my birthday." She's 9. That's just who she is. But if you look at it logically, it's the same as a bad flu season. The elderly and those who are not in good health are at the most risk. And this would be the same for the flu, the common cold, pneumonia, anything else. So what I'm asking you to do is think. Take a step back, metaphorically. Don't actually just refuse to go anywhere, but step back from the situation. Think about it in a different way. Make yourself go, okay, how else can I look at this? If you need to go get supplies, go get them, but don't hoard. You don't need 144 rolls of toilet paper for a month for a family of 6. I'm not even sorry. If you use 24 rolls of toilet paper in a month, you need to see your doctor for a whole different reason than COVID-19. You don't need 1,000 bottles of hand sanitizer. You're not bathing in it. You need to be using soap and water. I understand this is the message that a lot of people are giving, and it's probably not going to reach the people who need to hear it most. The idiot in Tennessee, with a garage full of cleaning products and sanitizers and paper goods that he's stuck with because Amazon won't let him sell a bottle of hand sanitizer for $75. He planned to get rich off of a health scare. Amazon said no, and now he's crying, and I'm glad. If you can help others, help others. If you need help, let the community know. There are good people in this planet, in this world, on this planet. There are still people who truly learned the lesson Mr. Rogers was teaching us until his death. And for those who are not that type of person, try to be. And for those who see those who are not who Mr. Rogers wanted us to be, pity those, because they're living a very lonely, hate-filled life. Until next time, please remember to subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video, as well as share so we can expand the conversation and the audience. Again, we're doing the giveaway at 500 subscribers for one book, 1,000 subscribers gets two, 1,500 will get all three. The choices at the first two levels are Fahrenheit 451, Brave New World, and 1984. Until next time, everyone have a wonderful day.